It is the season finale. Wasn't planning on streaming today, but Bungie's not going to have us wait for 6 months. So, that's pretty cool. Ooh, Season of the Undying. That's great. Too bad it's all, silver, I would assume. Why don't we end this season with Void? I'll fix my audio here in a second. I turned on my dialogue. I think I was grinding out some activities. I just didn't want to hear strike dialogue over and over. Oh, I'm so excited. I believe talking to Mara is for the Exotic Quest. Yeah. There's so much about Riven that I never knew. It was our mutual role to be a keeper of secrets, of course, but still. Mara shakes her head lightly. The ley lines still resonate, like a plucked string vibrating even after a musical instrument has been set down. My Technians have felt the appearance of another anomaly within the Black Garden. It will require a closer look. Fun. Okay. Alright, Riven, what you got for us?
The time has come. Mara's Technians say that the last remaining egg will soon enter the heart of the confluence.
Yes.
Once it is secured, then by the terms of our bargain, I will grant Savathun's wish. Doing so will require a great expenditure of my power. The Technians will not be able to maintain my conjuring afterward.
So are we just not going to have you around?
Which is to say that the wish will be our farewell. Oh, guardian mine. What a strange life this has been. By Ahamkara standards, it was comfortable and luxurious. I spent my days with royalty and my nights with my beloved. I never wanted for sustenance, for I was presented with wishes to spare. And though it was all taken from me, in the end, my murderer set me free and ensured the future of the progeny my mate and I created. Now, I will sacrifice my own lingering existence to ensure your future in return. Perhaps I am more like Taranis than I would like to admit. He always claimed I was.
Kind of touching words from Riven, her last words. Riven confirms that the time has come for you to retrieve the last remaining egg from the heart of the confluence, and for Riven to fulfill her promise. Doing so will require a great expenditure of my power. The Technians will not be able to maintain my conjuring afterward, which is to say that the wish will be our farewell, O guardian mine. Riven looks about the chamber, musing about the journey that brought her here. What a strange life this has been. And though it was all taken from me, in the end, my murderer set me free and ensured the future of the progeny my mate and I created. Now I will sacrifice my own my own lingering existence, to ensure your future in return. Perhaps I am more like Taranis than I would like to admit. He always claimed I was. complete the final mission. Nope. Alright. Chasmus. Crawl through the observatory wing of Riven's lair to retrieve her clutch. I'm gonna pull up Dim. Let's see if I can get an exotic weapon going. Because I don't have one equipped. Ooh. You know what'd be fun?
One final egg remains, one hidden within my own court by Taranis, in a secluded chamber of starlight and potential.
The confluence has aligned, and our goal is in sight. To know all our efforts are coming to fruition is exhilarating.
Is that a smile I hear in your voice, Osiris? You're lucky the Guardian has a few words, lest they ruin your stoic reputation in the tower.
I cannot help but feel alive in this moment. Though there is still much to do. It seems possible now.
There's a lot of Vex stuff in the air.
Of course. My final child is held captive in the Queen's private wing. How ironic. How appropriate. Just think, if we had continued working together with respect, with trust, as equals, we could have built so much more than this city. We could have been friends.
Is Mara not gonna say anything?
Do you feel it, Mara? We stand before the end. All that remains is to know whether we are swept away by it, or it breaks against us.
And to see what consequences our wish has wrought. That is where my mind rests.
Weird.
Let hope stay my fears.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Plates.
But also our metal, our actions. I am confident in our heading. Come what may.
In Crow. In us. As am I. We've spent so long holding together the pieces,
Ow.
Osiris. Don't worry what will come after all of this.
No. I welcome it. I'm tired, Mara. I'm ready for what comes next. It's alright to admit you are too.
How do I not have Devour? What? Also, where are all these plates? So weird that all the plates were at the end. Whoop. Oh. Wow. This is really, really cool. Huh.
Scorn have found their way into your domain. How?
This place is woven into the confluence. To expose it for us was to expose it to the enemies already within our walls. And the Scorn have long been within these walls.
Perfect.
Then we will remove them.
Not gonna complain about that. Did that grenade not kill anyone? What?
Scorn reinforcements descend upon you. Prepare yourself for battle.
Boop. Boop. Come here, plague wielder. Yee. I wonder if it's going to teleport us over there. Oh,
Most
nope.
of these
We're
Scorn are
back here.
mindless husks raised by the witness. But others, they bear Fickrul's touch.
Has he resurfaced? Crow believes he fled the shore and remains a fugitive.
Petra reported activity from Fickrul's knights on Earth. They sought recruits, along with a dead Ahamkara's power.
Knights? Strategy? Their culture deepens. Fickrul means to make a wish, then. For the witness.
I think not. Their motivations are both against us, but not aligned. Something else is at play.
Are they trying to set up the next big bad while we're not finished with this big bad?
Force a wish from the embryo. This must not come to pass. A whim, like a venomous hatchling, knows nothing of restraint.
Fire team, engage the enemy.
Gosh, I'm so glad I have Devour. I would not be alive right now.
Now shatter their totems. End this fool's errand.
Whew. Oh, I love Void. It's been far too long since I played with this. Come here, little egg. Aw, look at you. Oh, sorry. I just couldn't help myself.
Could that have worked? Could the Scorn have brought a wish to fruition like that?
No. At least, I do not believe it is possible. Though I wasn't willing to see them try.
This egg is not the first to find itself in your court. Did you intend to breed the Ahamkara again?
I intended to maintain a suitable suite of options from which to choose. Nothing more. Those plans were made so long ago, Osiris, and the eggs corrupted beyond healing. Things are different now. Whether the Ahamkara live on is not mine to choose.
To relinquish control is almost as frightening as trust or hope. Sometimes, that is all we have.
And in that trust, our pact concludes. I will make your wish.
All right, Crow. Whew. Got a little shivers there. Let's... You ready, buddy? You ready to go through the portal and be abandoned for 6 months? Because we are not going to be right behind you.
Riven's last clutch. Plucked from the void and saved from extinction. Maybe that bodes well for the rest of us. Either way, we held up our end of the bargain. Now it's Riven's turn. Hey... I need to tell you something while I have the chance. That first moment when I woke up in the Dreaming City, I was so lost, confused. I didn't know where to go, who to trust. Everyone hated me for something I couldn't even remember. But you helped me find my footing. And when my memories came back and everything made less sense than ever, you were there to see me through. You gave me the chance to walk through the Dreaming City with my head held high and the courage to follow a new path. Thank you, Guardian, for everything. See you, Starside.
Saying our potentially final goodbyes as a just in case. Riven's last clutch, plucked from the void and saved from extinction. Maybe that bodes well for the rest of us. Krog remains uncertain about what the future holds, but not about his decision. He regards you seriously. Hey, I need to tell you something while I have the chance. That first moment when I woke up in the Dreaming City, I was so lost, confused. I didn't know where to go, who to trust. Everyone hated me for something I couldn't even remember. But you helped me find my footing. And when my memories came back and everything made less sense than ever, you were there to see me through. You gave me the chance to walk through the Dreaming City with my head held high and the courage to follow a new path. Thank you, Guardian, for everything. See you, Starside. Go to the Wall of Wishes to make the 15th wish. How do we get there? Ah, okay. Final words. Return to the Dreaming City to complete your bargain with Riven and bid her farewell. We'll check out Eververse later. I really want to look at it, but no. Priorities. Oh, look how corrupted it still is.
Has the time come for my final meal? Your ambitions fed me well before. I've never tasted such a gulf between desire and reality. Then you killed me.
Oh.
Now you and I.
They gave us this.
To the start. Last meal. Last words. Last wish. May it bring you everything you deserve.
That's not ominous at all. They gave us the Ascendance boost. Oh, that's funny. I guess anyone has to make it, right? So they got rid of the jumping puzzle. All right. You guys ready? Are you ready? Oh, do I have to step on this? Who would have thought that this pattern would be the last wish? I'm sure some r/raid secrets use this pattern and they're like, bull crap. We tested that. It didn't work. Oh, am I supposed to shoot them? I forgot about that.
So the generation of Ahamkara turns over. One last death to feed new life. What will it feed within you?
Oh, that's it? I thought it'd be a little more dramatic than that. All right, time to go talk to Mara. Are we going straight into cutscene? Oh, we are. Oh, where's our character?
This one you should cherish, O guardian mine.
There we go.
You're sure about this?
I am. It has to be me. We'll find each other again.
Always.
Where's our guardian? Why aren't we here? I guess maybe because we're still in the Dreaming City, but...
I kept my promise, as you did yours. Isn't that a pleasant surprise?
For that, at least, you have my thanks.
And you have mine for always providing such a unique challenge. To impose your desires upon reality so artfully. You could teach my children a great deal. Until we meet again, Mara.
Is he...
He is on his way.
What is that supposed to mean? What? So Crow's gone. Seems like Mara can still sense his presence, which is good. Right? I mean, obviously there's no doubt about it, but... Huh. So now we're up to Osiris to figure out how to connect us to him.
It's no small feat, the things you've helped accomplish today. Thanks to you, and guardians like you, Crow has grown. Walked his own path. In aiding Riven's clutch, you've averted the annihilation of an entire species. Provided a chance for her children to choose their own paths. We'll be there to guide them, should they require it. Riven was never truly an ally, but common cause aligned us in a way I had not anticipated. Relying on her was a risk, true. But there was a time when the Vanguard was averse to trusting me as well.
Very true.
Trust is dangerous, risky, vulnerable. But to trust is to hope. And what is life without it? It separates us from the witness, a creature that is the death of those things, of all things. I've peered into its eclectic souls and found only nihilism. Even now, the soul divisive burns through the dreaming city and the confluence. You've granted the wish, carved a path, but battles remain before you. Expunge the Vex from the dreaming halls while Osiris prepares the veil to forge a bridge to my brother. This will allow you to lead a strike force into the Traveler's pale heart and rendezvous with Crow. From there, it will be the fight of your lives. Steel yourself. You fight for all of us.
Gosh, I hope Final Shape is so good. Oh, I hope it's good. It's no small feat, the things you've helped accomplish today. In securing Riven's clutch, you have averted the annihilation of a species. Riven was never truly an ally, but common cause aligned us in a way I had not anticipated. Relying on her was a risk, true, but there was a time when the Vanguard was averse to trusting me as well. Trust is dangerous, risky, vulnerable, but to trust is to hope, and what is life without it? Hope, she says, is what separates us from the witness. Expunge the Vex from the dreaming halls while Osiris prepares the veil to forge a bridge to my brother. This will allow you to lead a strike force into the Traveler's pale heart and rendezvous with Crow. From there, it will be the fight of your life. Steel yourself. You fight for all of us. Let's just collect all this stuff first, and then we'll listen to the radio message. New Lord card. All right.
My queen, the Techien await authorization to position your personal harbinger. Their second missive, they say.
I already... Never mind. Tell them I will see to its deployment myself.
If I could speak bluntly, my queen, you seem distracted of late.
Just mulling on history in a different light. Taranis and Riven. Against all odds, they found each other and chose love instead of misery. Until I tore them apart in the Great Hunt. I locked Riven in a gilded cage and hid her away.
In doing so, you saved her from destruction.
For good or for ill, I do not regret my part in the hunt, nor the second chance we have given the Ahamkara by seeking Riven's eggs. And I'm glad she and Taranis could meet again, in a way, before the end. They have me thinking of Sior.
I see. What was she like as Queen's Wrath? I was too young to know the Awoken behind the legend.
Sior was the soldier we sent to break the tide if it ever turned against us.
If half
Such
the
intense
legends
music for
were
a
true, she should have been
somber
the one to
message.
face the curse.
You're both warriors in your own right. She a war cudgel, and you a master-crafted blade. But she would have been untested as regent. You gave our people hope when it had burned away in my absence, and held it high. You forged an alliance with humanity, guided the Techeuns because you've walked their path. No one else could have ruled in my place. Any further questions, my wrath?
Just one. What did you love about her?
I could list reasons until soul burned out, but they would be lacking in complete truth. We do not love rationally. We just love.
I'll keep that in mind, my queen.
That was cute. All right, let's go back to orbit so we don't have to listen to all of that. And now, let's unlock the last of our lore cards. Remember, there's still one more week, technically, of story. But that's not going to happen until like right before Final Shape. So we don't have to worry about it. Chapter 7? For some reason, the numbers just seemed off, not having the 1. Dragon Slayers. Valis Forge's Epilogue. As Saladin finished his tale, he shook his head regretfully. He'd been foolish to think that the Wish Dragons were gone for good. The pass to Tom anything, it was that all things repeat in time. Empress Keitel broke the War Council's contemplative silence. Valis Forge, you said that among the Cabal only the Scions could truly understand these dragons. As much as anyone can, Saladin replied. Then Optis Corix shall give her opinion on the matter. She declared, all eyes turned to the slight Scion sitting motionless at the edge of the room. The Optis stood, her head barely clearing the tabletop. The Y-shaped pupil of her eye dilated, and the palpitating of her milky facial skin slowed. Within the minds of the council members, the room seemed dim and warm. A pleasant hum began to emanate from the walls. After a relaxing moment, a series of images surfaced in their minds. Cabal Fleet, Ahamkara, Shackles, Scion Officer, Mindscape, Goblet, God Thought, Oxa, Shackles Break, New Toro Battle, Scion's Throne. The vision faded, and the cold steel of Keitel's flagship closed in around them once more. Valis Tharag stood up boldly. This traitor openly imagines herself on the throne, he bellowed. We should... His screed was interrupted by a spike of psychic feedback, like a momentary migraine. Everyone was immediately slammed into another vision sequence. Cabal Fleet, Ahamkara, Shackles, Valis Tharag, Bargain, Mars, Hive corpses burning, fallen corpses floating in space, human corpses buried in rubble, Cabal corpses hanging. Emperor Tharog. Tharog sagged back into his seat, stunned. The Optus struggled back to her chair and placed a small piece of moist cloth over her exposed eye. Empress Keitel swallowed hard, as if fighting back nausea. Your point is made, Optus. And what point is that exactly? Asked Tharok, his hand on his forehead. That we're all traitors in waiting? Exactly, Saladin calmly replied. It doesn't matter who wishes for what, or how well-meaning they are. Optus Corix understands that the Ahamkara feed off unintended consequences. That's why we started the Great Hunt in the first place. It wasn't that we couldn't trust the Ahamkara. It's that we couldn't trust ourselves. You are not the Cabal, Tharok fired back. Empress Keitel held up her massive hand for silence. The Optus's visions reminded me of the former Evocate General, Umanarath. Thought she could control hive magic to our benefit, and it cost us our homeworld. Let us not fall into the same trap again. We will not attempt to capture the Ahamkara alive. Keitel slammed her foot on the ship's deck. It was decreed. Unfortunately, she continued, we must also protect ourselves from those who lack our forbearance. Once the witness is dealt with, the Ahamkara should return to extinction. If there is to be another Great Hunt, the Cabal will support it. She stamped her foot on the floor once again before standing up. The council was adjourned. As the rest of the commanders filed out, Keitel paused near Valus Forge. I know you regret the harshness of the Great Hunt and long for another solution. But even with the benefit of hindsight, do you see another way? Saladin shook his head in resignation. If the past had taught him anything, is that all things repeat in time. Oh my gosh, they added. So these are the... So these are all the different wishes, right? So what does the 15th wish say? This one you shall cherish. I like it. All right. That's it for the weekly story. Or for the seasonal story. Crow is now somewhere in here. And now we wait. Bungie's got a few things for us while we're in our hiatus, but yeah, we'll just see how they get through final shape. Gosh, I hope it's good. I hope it's so good. Not having to juggle a new subclass with it is gonna help tremendously, but I don't doubt the gameplay will be bad. The Lightfall campaign gameplay wise was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. It's pretty diverse. We were exploring different areas. It was just the narration wasn't the best. The story. So by the sounds of it, they want the gameplay to be even greater. So that's some aspects they're working on. I hope the reason why it was delayed isn't for narration's sake. Like, I hope they have that down. It's just trying to make it a reality. But I don't know. But in either case, we gotta wait till June. Let's check out Everfirst real quick. So we got drum roll. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's that thing. Oh, Wish Ender. Interesting. I like it. I love the wood. Gives it a nice clean look. That thing is interesting. Huh. That's fun. No joke. That reminds me of Spider-Man for some reason. Huh. Okay. Don't care for any of those. But sweet. That's the end of that. Hope you enjoyed. And, there's a few things we might come back for, but until then, see you in final shape.